Welcome into the rundown from Exposure Baseball, here again with the king of Exposure Baseball, Brandon Turner. Brandon, we have got spring weather. We've got baseball going on like crazy. We got pollen going on like crazy. Let's go ahead and jump right into some. Let's get as many names out there as we can. Talk about our guys.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that about pollen. I've had a headache for the past 2 days because of it.
Brutal.
Yeah, no, and everybody out mowing their grass.
Yeah, thanks.
And for me, if I go out for a run or something, and if they're mowing, I'm staying in the house. But
Yep.
yeah,
I did the
honestly,
shot today, so I'm good.
what's that?
I did the allergy shot today, so I'm good for a little bit.
Okay, well, honestly, I'm probably one that needs it, but I hadn't jumped into that yet. Just an Allegra guy right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, jumping into the college stuff, it was another good weekend. Like we say that every week, but it's each week it's almost like it's somebody different. Somebody else is stepping up and so forth. But then you also got you guys that it's every single week. It feels like we're just sitting here repeating them. Two of them, Parker Nolan, 5 for 13, 2 doubles against LSU. Parker's at Vanderbilt, obviously. Barron's again, 7 for 13, double, triple, home run, 4 RBIs for Belmont. Good to see him, continuing to do what he does. We've talked about him the last couple of weeks there. It's nice seeing somebody like that jumping onto the scene like he is.
Yeah.
Hunter Wolf, he's getting it really going at TCU right now. I think last night he was 2 for 5 for TCU in their midweek, but he was 7 for 13 on the weekend with a double RBI. They swept Oklahoma this past week. Cam Chick, 5 for 13, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs for Nebraska. He's another one that he got banged up a little bit there earlier on in the season, but he's a middle of the order guy for Nebraska. He's starting to heat up here. Camden Sewell. So a lot of people watched that game the other night on TV. 3 2/3 scoreless relief for Tennessee, and he ended up getting the win against Alabama. I think it was a 10 or 11 inning game there, but that was huge, not just for Tennessee, but for him as well. Kyle Busch continues to throw it really well, 5 2/3, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts. Tyler Shaver, he's another one we talk about every week. 2 relief appearances, 5 2/3 innings, 13 strikeouts. Just 1 run, 4-game sweep over LMU. Peyton Wigington, another good outing. I mean, he's one that what he's doing is he's eliminating the bad outings. His not as good outings are maybe 5 2/3, 4 runs. He's not coming up with a 2-inning start, giving up 5 or 6 runs. So he went 4 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 0 earned, 4 strikeouts. Mitch Jebb continuing to do what he does at Michigan State, 6 for 15, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. They won their Big Ten series. They played Minnesota and Illinois. Brandon Trammell, Tusculum, 8 for 15, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. Series win there for Tusculum. Sean Kearney's one that's starting to get more opportunities there at ETSU, and it's good to see him doing something with it. He was 3 for 8 with a double, 3 RBIs against UNC Greensboro. Ryan Lee at Union, 4 for 10, 3 doubles, 4 RBIs. Chaz Bertolani, another good weekend for him, 4 for 12, 4 RBIs in a conference win for them. Maddox Houghton, 3 for 9 for Lipscomb. Patrick Williams had a relief appearance, went 2 scoreless, 0 hits, 0 runs, added a strikeout. But then he threw last night. He started yesterday against Belmont, 3 innings. He didn't give up any runs. So it's good to see him starting to get it rolling. Alex Gonzalez continues to do really well, 4 for 13 for Covenant against LaGrange College. Cragen Keckley. Cragen's my guy, and he texted me the other day. He was a little bit pissed off that we didn't give him the pitcher of the week because he's been rolling here for Dallas Baptist, but he's 3 2 scoreless innings, relief, 0 hits, 3 strikeouts. Jack Winninger, freshman at Murray State, continues to absolutely have a breakout freshman campaign here. 6 1/3, just 1 run, 4 strikeouts. Jerry Hammond's one we talked about last week, 5 for 11, 3 doubles, 2 RBI. I believe Walter State is 38-1 now. Lastly, Darius Garcia, He's at Pima Junior College in Arizona. He was a transfer out of Texas Tech. Really good left-handed pitcher. 4 scoreless innings, gave up just 1 hit. He's got his ERA down to 1.3 now on the season, so it's good to see that. Grayson Hersman, Utah, inning and a third, scoreless, gave up 1 hit, and he got the save against Oregon State for Utah. Matthew Ellis, Walter State, 5 for 6, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Ryan McCarthy, 5 for 8 for Cleveland State with a double, 6 RBIs. And lastly, Bryce Houghton went an inning of scoreless relief, added 2 strikeouts there for Cleveland State. So again, we, you hear some new names each week, but the good thing is you want to hear the same names each week because that means that they're, it's every week, it's baseball. You're going to have a week or two here that or there that you're not great, but at the same time, you could throw together 3 or 4 weeks in a row. As we always tell all our college guys going into the season that are freshmen, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things where, when you start throwing together 3 or 4 good weeks here in a row, then, you can afford to have a week or 2 where you're not great. Just because on that same note, calling it a marathon instead of a sprint. So good to see a lot of our guys doing well. Good to see some guys getting hot here, but another good week for sure.
You talked about John Behrens again, and his dad sent me a video of a game. I guess it was last weekend. I can't remember, but it was within since we talked. So I guess it would be the last weekend of Johnny B beating the shift. They had him shifted over, and he just knocked it right through the shortstop hole. And I'm like, of course it goes. I mean, of course it finds the hole right now. The dude is on fire.
It's been, I was actually texting with a couple of pro scouts actually last night and asking them, about it. And they were like, to be honest with you, we knew about him. We had interest, but what he's doing right now, yeah, we're all going in here in the next, couple of weeks to get him, get eyes on him, get some, of the upper guys' eyes on him. So good to see it. He's earned that, and could happen to a better kid or family.
His dad's like 8 foot tall, so John's got, he's got that great frame. Of course, his mom's a little bitty. She's tiny, and Chris is so big. But I think Chris played basketball at UTC, so he's got good bloodlines there.
Yep.
So anyway, all right. So I was able to watch Vanderbilt and LSU last weekend, and saw that game we're talking about with Parker, and then Tennessee, Alabama, watched some of that too. And Sewell came in and looked great. And, that's Tennessee, Vanderbilt setting up here in a couple of weeks. That's going to be huge. So I thought, I'll look at the tickets and see, maybe I want to go up to a game. That's my birthday weekend. So I thought maybe I'll go up to a game. I'm not going to go up to a game. They're like $150, $200. I'm not doing that, but.
It's impressive because usually, this is no offense to Tennessee. It's really a compliment to them. Usually, tickets, they're $5. You can get in there cheaper some of those games than you can high school games. Right. So the fact that, we're talking about tickets going for $100, $150 says a lot about what the Tennessee coaches have done. And then, with Vanderbilt, they're always Vanderbilt. So that'll be a good showdown.
I'm excited to see it, but I'll be watching it on TV.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so let's move on to some of our high school guys, because we know the season is just moving right along. Georgia has got to be, I guess, end of this month they'll be starting their playoffs, I think. So what do you got there?
Yeah, McMahon, they played Bradley the other night. Andrew Ronnie, he won a complete game. He threw against Castile. Castile gave up, I think, 3 hits in the first, and then he only gave up 1 hit the rest of the game. But that was a really good showdown. To just run down the list here, Andrew Beavers, 2 for 3 last night for McMahon. Ronnie, like I said, 7 innings, 12 strikeouts, no runs. Hayden Frank last night for McMahon, 6 in the third, 1 run, 1 hit, 12 strikeouts. Brennan Siegler at Farragut, 2 for 3, RBI, run scored. He's a freshman Tennessee commit. Cleveland State signee Bryce Berkey continues to have a really good year, 2 for 3. last night for Farragut. Lucas Buckner, 2 for 3, another 2024 that'll get a lot of interest and is already getting a lot of interest. And we think he'll be probably having a decision to make here soon. But he was 2 for 3 with an RBI last night. Tanner Kim, 2021 Kentucky commit, 3 for 4, double, home run, 4 RBIs. 2023 Riley Byers. He's a kid that continues to get better and better. He's faced a lot of adversity in his life, so it's good to see him continuing to do really good things. 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts last night for Gibbs. Caleb Valdez, he's getting a lot of interest. He's getting some offers here. 2 for 2 again last night, 2 runs scored. Blake Hill, who was with you this past summer, last night was 2 for 3, double, RBI, and a win for Webb. Connor Tackett, 2 for 3, triple for Anderson County last night. Luke Lowry, another one that he has offers. He's got a lot going on, but continuing to he actually came from basketball a little bit late, but he's starting to kind of get rolling here. 2 for 3, 2 home runs last night for Anderson. Nate Dunphy, 2 for 5 last night, triple, RBI. I think they won 9-8. Gordon Lee. Jackson Diamond, 2 for 3, 4 RBI for Science Hill. MTSU commit Cole Torbett actually threw for Science Hill, no hitter, 2 for 3, also at the plate with an RBI. Jaden Copeland, 2 for 3 last night for McCauley against Saudi with a double. Colin Hornbuckle continues to have a really good year for Boaz down in Alabama, 2 for 4 for him last night. 2024, Brody Johnston, 2 for 2, double, home run for Boyd Buchanan. He's continuing to get better and better. He's got a good frame. He's an athletic kid. Look forward to watching him progress. Another one I know for Boyd that's also 2024, Cooper Jones. He was 1 for 1 last night with a home run, but also threw inning of scoreless relief from the left side, 3 strikeouts for Boyd. Another 2024, Mason Roderick goes 2 for 3 last night for McMahon. Caleb Nix, one of your guys last summer, grand slam last night for Dalton. Braden Frey, 2 for 3 for Loudon against Sequoia. Good to see him continuing to get better. Hunter Shoemaker, 2 for 4 for Oneida with an RBI. This is on Monday. Walker Strange, 2 for 3. One of your guys, 2 runs scored against Grace on Monday. Blake Shelton, 2022, 3 for 4, RBI against Gibbs. One kid I got out to watch. I went and watched Cleveland versus Walker Valley at Cleveland on Monday. One that continues to, he's starting to show the signs that, we knew that we're there, but it's all about experience. And he's getting a lot of experience as a freshman, as Micah Jordan for Cleveland. He swung it well. Zach Hodge, left-handed pitcher from Heritage up in the Maryville, Tennessee Heritage. Complete game, 1 hit, no runs, 9 strikeouts, and a win for them. Luke Johnson, one of your guys last year, 2 for 2, RBI, run scored for Heritage. Ethan Porterfield, 2 1/3 innings, 0 earned runs, 5 strikeouts for CSAS. Julian Mays, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 10 strikeouts. Another guy that I saw the other night that continues to do really good things here is Aiden Gibson. He had to get shifted over to shortstop, a guy that you had last year, but he's getting more and more of a feel for the infield play. I tell you what he's getting, and you don't see kids really get this, is he's developing a motor more than he had. And that was something that he needed. Yeah. He more of like kind of a laid back, but now he's got a little bit of piss and vinegar to him, I guess you could say. So it's good to see him kind of get rolling here. 3 for 4, double, 2 runs scored. Like I said, he he fielded really well at shortstop because Landon Franklin's out right now for them. Elijah Gallion continues to be on fire, 2 for 3, double, 2 runs scored for Seymour. But yeah, a lot of names. Hayden Turner's another one that continues to do really well. Bo Rudy is one that had a really big outing the other night. We've already mentioned Cole Torbett. He had a big day at the plate on Monday. So a lot of names, but that's not everybody. But for us, throwing out as many as we possibly can. But yeah, a lot of our guys are doing really well, and hopefully, we're starting. I guess Georgia's starting to get a little bit closer here to playoff,
Yeah.
and then in Tennessee, we're district. It's a little bit different than it used to be. District, if you're a 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's a lot different than if you're a 5, 6, or 7, because you have to play the play-in game to get to a 2 out of 3. That's how it's working now in the AAA. Yeah. So right now, a lot of people say, well, we're trying to win the district. No, if you're a 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th team, you're battling for that 4 spot, so you don't have to play the play-in game. So
right.
A lot of exciting games going on right now, but yeah, looking forward to getting out. I think tonight I'm gonna go up to McMinn and watch Baylor and McMinn play.
McMinn is an interesting team to me because I don't know of any other school. I mean, Baylor is an exception with what they've got there, but I don't know of any other school that can roll 4 Division I arms out there. But they seem to have trouble scoring runs.
Yeah,
I mean, they just seem to have trouble. And I saw that McCallie, they played McCallie the other day. Great for them that they're playing the McCallies and Baylors of the world. McCallie, we don't want to talk about, you don't talk about a no-hitter and you don't talk about a perfect game. You don't talk about that stuff. But McCallie's off to a really great start and good for those guys. And I saw that they had beaten McMahon. I'd be interested to see. I would like to go see that game. But I'm, working for you, making money at the facility. So I can't go. But McMahon, those arms they're big time. You don't see a collection like that in high school very much.
Yeah, to be totally honest, they have really good arms. The problem is those arms also have to hit. Yeah. And it's no knock on them, but they're not hitters. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that they can't, produce. Now,
Grimmett thinks he's a hitter. Grimmett thinks he's a hitter.
Yes. There's a lot of that thinking. But no, they're really good arms. And, and like I said, they're offensively, they are good enough to hit in high school. The difference is they should be your 7, 8, 9 hole. They're not your 7, 8, 9 hole. They are your 3, 4, 5. So for them, it basically, for me, Gavin Peterson is the one that everything runs off of offensively, but and he's having a really good year. It's just one of those things where, they have really good arms, but, at some point, if you give up a 2 or 3 spot, you got to be able to bounce back, and it's tough for them. But, credit to them. They're winning a lot of the games that they should win. They're close, but at the end of the day, nobody's keeping up with, the run differential. They're just keeping up with who's winning and losing. And I think they have a 1-game lead now because Walker Valley got beat last night against Cleveland. I think they have a 1-game lead over Walker Valley. So yeah, they can throw it. I'm not sure who they're going to throw tonight because Grimmett, actually Frank Grimmett. Actually, I don't know if Grimmett threw.
So, I don't think he did. Tyler was up watching last night, I think, and I don't think he said that Grimmett threw. So
yeah,
it'll be him tonight.
So yeah, I mean, and to be honest too, Ollie Akins can come back because I think he only threw to 2 hitters. So I wouldn't be surprised. And then you got a little lefty there that's going to be really good. 2024, Ty Barnett. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Baylor, I went and watched them this weekend. One of their guys, center fielder Nick Kurtz, he got hurt, so I'm not sure if he's playing again right yet. But yeah, look forward to getting up there and watching some quality guys for sure.
Yep. Well, the weather's perfect, so I hope you enjoy it. All right, we got a lot of names thrown out there. We got a lot of good things going on. It is the best time of the year. Baseball is on at all levels, and the Reds are winning. So let's just
enjoy it.
Let's just enjoy it while we can.
Yes, that's right.
All right. For the man, Brandon Turner, this is Greg Payne. This has been the Rundown with Exposure Baseball. Everybody have a good week.